I don't really know much about Stables, so I'm quite excited to see this video today. And again, make sure to support the original creator and video. And now let's enjoy this together.
Let's talk about when the first JoJo was about to be published. The author was asked to write a brief message for the reader. Unlike he didn't think too deeply at the time, thus came up with the phrase, "a hint to humanity." This phrase was merely an accidental creation. Even he himself had not anticipated that this spontaneous thought would run through the next several decades of his manga career. Gradually,
several decades.
What we now call the golden spirit. What exactly is this golden spirit? Well, no one can really put into words. But funny enough, in the horse racing, there is one family that keeps running with it again and again. They are dumb. But they are clever.
Oh, that's so funny. Don't smell it.
They are magical. They are lovable. You will scream for them. You will laugh speechless by them. Unstable, unpredictable, but never
unstable.
Bored. Some call them the Heart Attack Express. I call them the Joestar family of racing. And this is how the Golden Spirit began.
Which one is Stay Gold? Oh! 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 Wait. Did he win?
In 1994 Hokkaido, a small healthy colt was born, carrying an enormous expectation from Shadai, a name you cannot avoid when talking about Japanese racing. Many people know the epic story of this horse, but the story behind his birth also matters. In the 20th century, Shadai spent decades importing knowledge and bloodlines from
Stagel's dad.
And in 1990, Sunday Silence arrived in Japan. Within just a decade, he became the very core of Japanese breeding. But the most important thing he did was he changed the philosophy of the sport. Horses no longer raced until 6 and 7 and began to retire at 4 to 5-year-old. This signified Japanese racing began to stand on their own without relying on importing stock. What Shadai did for the sport was profound. However, within this meteoric rise, Japanese racing was not facing equal treatment. At the time, racing superiority was shown in every aspect in the West. Whenever the Shatai representative talked about their travel back then, they often felt that veiled discrimination. Japan doesn't have horse racing. Selling this bloodline to Japan would be the loss of a century-old legacy. Comparing people's attitude back then and today, it's hard to not feel the irony. And it's precisely...
It's always like that, especially when it comes to competitive things. That makes it even worse. I just wish that kind of subtle discrimination would end, but people are people in the end. It's never going to like fully disappear because there's a lot of people that just enjoy being negative for any reason whatsoever, or even want to feel superior in every way because either they're dissatisfied with their life or they just don't like the fact that something or someone can be better than them. And I feel like this is one of those cases where they are just offended by the Japanese horse racing, potentially. Back in the day, like, you guys are nothing, so we're just gonna bring you down instead of, you know, trying to bring everyone up. But I feel like that's a lot of the whole competitive scene in a lot of, I guess, fields, I suppose. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's a particular reason aside from like obviously discrimination, but do you think it's because Japanese horse racing wasn't as established back then, which is why they like to make fun of it? Or do you think it's because they are solely because they are Japanese that they're like this, which is a possibility for some of them, but I don't think it's for all of them. I think it's just more of a superiority that they want to establish to make sure that no one else can be up there with them.
Because of this special history, this little horse carried a pedigree that felt so special. His father was the horse who changed the sport. His mother was Golden Sash, the full sister of Soccer Boy, the daughter of Dictus, Shadai's early foundation stallion. We can also find Northern Taste, another pillar that shaped the industry. In other words, within this small body flowed the very bloodline that built Shadai's entire empire.
Ooh, the pressure.
Like pedigree. This horse was sent to Japan's Hall of Fame trainer, Ike Yasuo. Even Ike sensei himself was curious. What kind of a horse could possibly emerge from such a luxurious bloodline? And just like so many legends begin, the moment he saw the coat, he was in disbelief. Why is it so small? But size doesn't matter. His small frame did absolutely nothing to contain the madness inside. Bipedally, biting people, biting horses, not listening to instruction. The list continued.
I'm locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
And somehow miraculously, this little colt managed to complete his training and
Amazing.
he was then given his name, Stay Gold, and paired up with the first victim, his first jockey, Olivier Pellier.
Oh!
His debut, Stay Gold showcased a powerful spurt. Although a late start left him finishing only 3rd place, the performance was promising enough. Because the team had a great expectation on Stay Gold, they immediately entered the 2nd race. Just when
Second race,
everything was
wow.
going perfectly, Stay Gold decided to give up entirely.
There was a misinput, calm down!
Stay Gold, don't give up so easily.
Stay had somewhat of an injury. Nothing serious, just a minor issue. For other horses, they would finish the race normally. But for a horse already difficult in temperament, Stay Gold simply stopped trying entirely. Pellier quickly said,
He's probably
"This
like,
won't do it." The team also realized
I deserve better. Therefore, if I'm not healed, then I am never gonna run. Oh my gosh, Stay Gold, you're so funny.
we need to find the next.
Victor.
And with that, Stay Gold met his most important jockey, Kumazawa Shigefumi. His first jockey was Pellier. I know the horse pulled out mid-race. Even a jockey like Pellier couldn't stand him. When it became my turn to ride him, my feelings were complicated. With that complicated feeling, Stay Gold began to cook. Heck, he began to bake, roast, and toast. At first, Stay Gold showed none of the issues at all. In training, he was obedient, so much so that Kuwazawa began to lower his guard. Even Pellier found him unbearable. There had to be something wrong with him. I came with that bias, but instead, my impression was very good. He was
Wow.
a good horse. So at the 3rd race, the entire camp felt the same way. This horse will win, no doubt about it. And then Stay Gold just pulled out Lewis Hamilton 2021.
Where are you going? Oh my gosh.
In that one single race, Stay Gold showcased his 3 defining traits: uncontrollable, drifting sideways, and launching his jockey. What can you do? The infamous horse earned a reputation. Now you can't just find the next victim. Kuwazawa could only try and visit the horse every day, trying to build trust by training and
Wow, Stay Gold, you're so
That's when he
difficult.
He misunderstood Stay Gold. Because
Really?
his flaws on the course was nothing compared to his bad temper. Stay Gold refused to train. He hates being
Oh my
led. He
gosh,
hates
that's
being told what to do.
hilarious.
To the point, during training, Kumazawa stayed so long on his back waiting him to move. 8th launch, finished launch, Stay Gold still didn't move. So others offered a solution.
Stay Gold is
Yell him. And trainer Ike listened to this totally reasonable solution. Stay Gold was gelded and
What does gelded mean? If someone can tell me what that means in the comments below, that'd be most appreciated because I don't really know all these terms, especially when it comes to like horses and horse racing. But in any case, I feel like Stay Gold is the type of horse that just needs his freedom. And I think that's also the same with the others as well. Although Dream Journey did give me the impression that he did enjoy racing to a good degree and wanted to race to some degree, but at the same time, maybe not. This family is like totally insane. I don't know how they can
and with that,
try.
My family series ends here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh yes, such a good
Hopefully
end.
that never happened. But when we look at Stay Gold's pedigree, indeed, Stay Gold's pedigree was elite. But for the trainer, that bloodline didn't signal a bright future. It signals headache. His parents, Sunday Silence and Golden Sash, both were legendary hotheads.
Oh
Even
my
though
gosh,
both fighters were
hotheads?
also infamous for being troublemakers.
Oh,
what the two
no.
lineages combined. Naturally, you don't get Mr. Obedient. After
Why
that,
would they
Stego
go
and
for that?
Stego went through 2 more second place. Finally, in the 6th race, Stego earned his first victory. A second win followed, then a 4th place. At the time, the only classic remained was the Kikasho. To prepare for that, Stego entered one of the most important races of his life, the Akanko Special.
体制完了です。
Akanko special.
As he raced more, he became more and more difficult to handle. Still, his ability was very high. If he ran normally, he would rise
he
to
ran.
the top quickly. At the
So
time,
he didn't run normally.
understood what the Akanko would come to mean for Stay Gold. In October 1997, Stay Gold made his group race debut and finished 4th. Under normal circumstances, only the top 3 would qualify for the Kikasho, but due to withdrawals, Stay Gold, with the highest win of Akanko, slipped into the field.
Ah, so it was like totally
あとメジロブライ
by luck.
後ろから
In this Kikasho,
I suppose luck is a
Stay
skill
Gold went
too.
off as the 10th favorite. The pace was slow. First 1000 meter was 61.8, 2000 meter was 208.3. To put it simply, it was very slow. Eventually
Very
turned the
slow.
race into a burst of speed contest at the end. Perfect for the horses in the front, but the exact opposite direction of what Stay Gold was good at. Stay Gold's strength was stamina, and he tended to thrive in faster tempo, favoring horses coming from behind.
So that means he would need to appear in the front, wouldn't he? Okay, so where is Stay Gold? Where's 1? I don't see it yet.
At the end, Stego unsurprisingly finished 8th, yet due to slow pace, he was only 3 lengths behind. For a 10th favorite in his very first G1, this was far from a bad result, as the jockey
That's
put it.
true.
It's unfortunate. In a slow pace, he simply can't show his true strength. But still, it wasn't a heavy loss at all. Even more telling, Akanko showed no signs of fatigue at all, so the team immediately entered him to the
Wow, the
international
next-
jockey invitation.
wow.
Since it was a jockey series, his rider was signed randomly, and by pure fate, Yutaka drew Stego and
Yutaka?
finished 2nd place.
Ooh.
ファーストソニア間に入ったステイゴールドは伸びきれないステイゴールド今
Ooh.
ゴールまで 50m で
Ooh.
ファーストソニア川原
Sukus kumaguman. Ooh.
It looked good on
Second.
paper, but afterward, Taki Yutaka also said he never
Was he?
wanted to ride a horse ever again, and left somewhat of a famous quote.
Did he
This
fall
horse
off?
isn't here to race. He's only interested in biting other horses. When his
Stay
fans
Gold.
were earning the glory of their lives, Stay Gold, the highly anticipated star, ended his classic year with a proud record of pissing off 2 famous jockeys, and then he began to cook again.
I feel like if Stay Gold, you know, aside from the Umamusume representation, but I feel like if Stay Gold was a person, like a regular person, then I feel like he would be like the type who is like a complete introvert and like is super like angsty and annoyed at everyone and hates everyone, but then finds joy in like beating other people up. I'm sorry, maybe you aren't that violent. No, you are that violent, aren't you? Is he as violent as Dream Journey? Or maybe not? You guys are gonna have to let me know of that because I don't know the extent of violence that the two have. I'm sure it's a lot though, considering what Dream Journey is like, but who knows, you know?
Do you know how to become a silver collector? Well, you gotta do some of this.
先頭は優勢トップ間ステイゴールド並んでオレンジの帽子を立つステイゴールドかアラバンサか
Wow, Stay Gold.
ステイゴールドか2番手勝ったのは優
With unstoppable momentum, Stego got 4 second place in a row. After securing the ticket to Tenno Show, Stego also began to gather a good amount of fans. On the racetrack,
Understandable.
each narrow defeat made people cheer for him more. When the trainer recalled his time, he was a late bloomer, not just physically, but mentally as well. I knew many fans were cheering for him. Those voices reached me, and all I could think was, I have to let him win. So the team adopted the philosophy, for a fiery horse, don't force him to do anything. Don't use the
Yes,
whip if
that
not
is true.
necessary.
Yeah, Whip is. I feel like
Because last year's classic
I actually feel like the more use like physical violence on an animal, I feel like the more stubborn and, angry they're going to become and uncooperative. And I think that's also the case with not just horses, but with other animals too, or like with other pets. It's always best to like let them thrive based on their personality and introduce things to them slowly. I think that is the best thing to do. Of course, I know that for horse racing, there probably is like a lot of animal abuse tactics that they use or techniques, which is understandable because back in the day that was more of the norm, and a long time ago, even before then. But I do wonder if nowadays they still use the whip or if it's like no longer allowed. Kind of, I don't really know what the horse breeding and raising is like here, so, or not just here, but like around the world. So if you guys have a little bit of answers to that, let me know down below. I'm quite curious about that.
Winner were all absent. Other top horses like Silent Suzuka and Air Groove were not long distance horse. The spotlight fell on a rematch between Magical Bright and Silk Justice, which they just put out a banger performance in the Hanshin Daishoten. Hanshin Daishoten is an interesting race. Although it is a group 2, Hanshin 3000 meter is such a unique setting to the point that if a horse can handle this setting, it is considered a waste to not run at the race. Therefore, it often delivers some top tier matches, including this year between Magical Bright and Silk Justice. As the race went to its later stage, the front horses began to fade. Magical Bright and Silk Justice launched their move. But at this very moment, a familiar figure surged up behind them, wobbling, drifting, but nonetheless charging forward.
Stay gold! Must stay gold! Oh my gosh! Go faster! Oh!
This horse never won a group race. His highest win was still Akanko, which is 6 tier below a group 1. Finished a surprising or unsurprising 2nd place. The camp was thrilled. This horse, long dismissed as problematic, had never lacked ability. What he needed was someone willing to understand him. Surely, in the next race, he will finally... He always seems to be just a little short. He keeps repeating the same kind of race. Still,
maybe he needs variety.
For the next race, they aim for the Taklas Kine. Akanko won as the 9th favorite. Such low support was understandable due to his resume, but another reason was that this Taklas Kine was nothing short of a battlefield.
Why, who wasn't it? Ooh, wow.
Magical Bright, Silk Justice.
That's a lot.
G1 champion filled the race, but most importantly, the overwhelming favor was that Silent Suzuka. Every horse here is dangerous, but the most terrifying one is Silent Suzuka. So they entered the race with one goal: try to catch Silent Suzuka. And with that in mind, the race began.
That's gonna be crazy. See who's first. Okay, the second one right there.
As always, Silent Suzuka went straight to the front, setting a ferocious pace and opening up a 10
Oh, wow.
As they entered the final straight, he still held a commanding lead. But all of a sudden, Stay Gold began to pass the other elites one by one until he reached
Stay Gold.
The fast-paced favorite Stay Gold, and Hanshin was famously a home turf for the Gold family.
Well, this is gonna be the start of such a legacy, huh? Oh,
even Silent
they're catching up.
Displayed astonishing resilience. Stay Gold gave him a tough challenge. The gap kept shrinking.
Oh my gosh.
Also closing.
Oh, is this gonna be the first race? He wins? Oh, second. He actually caught up. That means if it had been any longer,
this race as because really
that's crazy.
Catch up. But finishing second among such a field was nothing short of impressiveness.
Yeah, especially if there were so many champions.
Yet another loss. Up to this
it needs variety and identification.
8th second place. How to make this horse win became the biggest goal, and from this moment, Stay Gold began his miraculous journey of losing. His next race was the heartbreaking Silent Sunday, although it was a tragedy for Silent Suzuka. For Stay Gold, he suddenly became the clear favorite. Victory should be guaranteed, and yet in the home straight, he began drifting sharply to the inside. No matter how the jockey waved from the inner rail, he continued pulling inward,
Why?
refusing to go straight, and finished second place again.
Maybe he just likes second place.
A background NPC and witnessed El Condo Pasa's historical victory, though he did manage to bite the tail of Special Week. Then came
Of course, Special Week.
once again, Stay Gold was overlooked in a competitive field, and once again, he delivered a solid third place, witnessing the miraculous comeback from Grass Wonder. Looking back at the
Oh
year,
my
Stay Gold had
gosh.
11 stars, 6 second place, and yet his highest victory was still that Akanko. Because of that, he was given the honorable nickname
Akanko.
Tourism Ambassador. Normally,
He only
a
likes
horse
that one.
capable of multiple G1 runners
So
could easily have
hilarious.
G2 or G3 victory. Jockey Kumazawa explained it the best. He's not the kind of horse that runs until he's exhausted. He always felt like he has something left. That's why I urge him with the whip. But the moment you upset him, he simply stopped entirely.
Yeah, so just don't
push
use
him,
it.
he
It's
won't
not gonna
run.
work.
If you push him, he won't run.
You have to give him a different kind of
Akanko
reward.
just had to be special.
Graduated from Akanko. Oh, congratulations.
Akanko's goal became challenging nice nature. He finished third in 4 of the races. Reputation evolved from silver collector to battlefield journalist. We are going to skip all of this race because he really just was an NPC.
Hello.
Among them, the Tenno show beaten by Special Week by just a neck was the closest. After witnessing Special Week defeating Monju in the Japan Cup, the legendary duel between Grass Wonder and Special Week in the Arimakine, Akanko raced through the entire rise, clash, and retirement from the golden generation. Looking at
Wow.
so many Kohai retiring from track, Stay Gold understood the key to victory.
If I can't
Akanko
beat
entered
you.
his 6-year-old season with 4 consistent results: second, third, second, fourth. By now, Akanko's losing streak reached 28. At the time, the team tried
Wow.
everything to get Stay Gold to run in a straight line, but he was too smart that whatever the method they used, he saw through the method and figured
I just think it's, well, first of all, I do think it's kind of sad that, they're struggling so hard to get him to do what he wants. But on the other hand, I think it's funny that the horse knows that, the only way to get them to do what he wants is by being violent whenever they use the whip, and then, maybe being sort of okay when not. But also, I also feel like if Stay Gold was like a regular person, he'd probably be the type where he'd be like, oh yeah, I worked enough. I'm not gonna go overtime. And I like having a work-life balance. I can imagine it. It's like the biggest solid image I have imagined of one of the horses now.
out a way to dismantle the system. This horse was too clever. People taking care of him also developed a connection with the horse. And so the team made a painful decision to replace the jockey to Taki Yutaka. Not because they had any complaint, they simply wanted to try something new.
再生完了
I mean, that makes
スタ
sense.
ートを切ります
May 20, 2000, Tokyo Racecourse. Rain fell through the sky. The track was heavy. Akanko was sent off as the second favorite. The early stage of the race went smoothly.
And what
then
happens?
The final straight. Stay Gold unleashed a brilliant kick, surging past the leaders and finally
Ooh.
won the race. The crowd erupted. The cheers that day rival a Group 1. This victory carried more weight than it
Wow.
was Stay Gold's first win in 2 years and 8 months.
Oh my gosh, 2 years.
History. And also, the 100 stake win for progeny of Sunday Silence. At long last, Akanko finally graduated from Akanko. Congratulations, Akanko. No, Stay
did
Gold.
so well.
This was a deserving victory.
Okay, now I understand, like, from the Dream Journey one, I did know that the Gold family tends to, have like a late period where that's when they start to like fully bloom. I can see that this is going to be the start of that for Stay Gold, right? It also makes me wonder if the reason why they're like that is because it's kind of like they're in like their teenager stage where they don't really know what they want, and then eventually as they coast through the races to in their terms, they realize, I kind of want to run and I kind of want to win now. it kind of feels like that after seeing Dream Journeys and now this one. I guess that's probably not like a bad thing though. I mean, obviously it's better and easier for the jockeys to have a horse that actually listens and follows instructions and has a good temperament. But I do think that the Gold family is a good variety in the sense that it shows how much personality a horse can have, first of all, and that horses can be smarter than what people might think, considering the fact that they understand, like, if you do this, then I just need to react in a way that you hate and you'll stop it. It kind of reminds me of like how cats act, and maybe even dogs. I'm not really sure because I never had a dog, but they know exactly what to do. It's kind of like you're their servant, basically. That's what the Gold family feels like. Like, you're my servant and you'll do what I want or else you're going to get punished. The way that you taught me, I will teach it to you. That's the vibe I'm getting from them, which is great. Also, big thanks to Anonymous for requesting and funding this video on my sponsor. Now let's get going. And if you did enjoy this so far, then be sure to hit the like and subscribe and share my video with a friend to spread the fun.
Although you never won a G1, that impossible dream can at least be realized by your children. It's time to retire.
No!
Are you sure about that?
Like that is ever going to happen. At the time, Sunday
Okay.
was still alive. Shada could not secure many resources for Stay Gold, so they planned to sell him to other farm, but Stay Gold was not seen as a highly priced stallion. The negotiation eventually broke. What can you do? Well,
That's so
time to
funny.
continue your career. But this was year 2000. In the remaining year, TM Opera completely
Oh my
over
gosh.
the sport. Stay Gold could only watch as Opelao completed his undefeated Grand Slam journey, watching him completed the great breakthrough of the century. In my Opelao
Crazy.
opinion, I said it was like a 1 against 15 for Opelao. But in the Alima, Stay Gold was actually boxed even more severely. After another year of being a battlefield journalist,
Oh
Stay Gold
boy.
entered his 7-year-old season.
Basically a veteran at this point.
まず揃ったスタートであります。果たして何が先手を取るんでしょうか。
Hey,
外の方から
do you think Akanko can win this year? Are you stupid? Do you know how old he is? 7-year-old. How many horses are still competitive at age? Even Opera always losing now. だよね. I'm going to support the first favorite, Rosado. Akanko had cost me thousands over the past 4 years. This year, I know better. Whoever bet on this horse is just stupid, foolish.
Who would thought in the very first race this year, Stay Gold claimed the second stake with ease. All the bad
Wow.
from the past
That really
suddenly
is
disappeared. With such a strong condition. The
a late
team
bloomer.
entered the Dubai Shima Classic. Back then, the stronger horse typically stayed home for the Tenno show. And in truth, the biggest role for Stay Gold was a support. There was another horse competing at the Dubai World Cup. The camp wanted to travel an extra horse to keep others comfort. Stay Gold was the extra one. The expectation was close to nothing. What's
But
worse,
in the end,
this journey was brutal. A 30-hour flight combined.
maybe that's why Stay Gold was like, okay, I'm done. We're gonna win this and screw everyone over for making me go through this.
And with abdominal pain during travel, Stay Gold was in arguably the worst condition.
Oh yeah, he's probably in a very bad mood.
Was the reigning champion Fantastic Light, one of the strongest horses. of
Release
his
all the
era.
stress. Oh, release all the stress. Oh, oh.
The expectation of just being safe is all the best. The team witnessed a jaw-dropping victory.
ステイゴールドが間をついて上がってくるステイゴールドが間をついて上がってくる前に迫るとステイゴールドさあファンタスティックライトにステイゴールドシルバー
Oh, go, 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 go.
ステイゴールドステイゴールドステイゴールドファンタスティックライトステイゴールド2頭で上がってゴール
Oh,
さあどうか タスティックライトとステイゴールド最後はこの2頭だ
The first Japanese horse to win the Shima Classic, the first overseas stage
Oh, wow.
for the children of Sunday Silence, and as if fate demanded poetry,
He won.
that day was Steigo's birthday. What is this win?
So he was forced to race on his birthday. Honestly, if that was the case, I'll probably run with all my might because I'm so pissed off. I've been paid, it's my birthday, and I have to run, and I'm not even like treated like as if I'm going to win. I'm gonna win. The spite.
ステイゴールド2頭並んでゴールインさあどうか
After his triumphant return, Steigo witnessed the final brilliance of TM Opera.
Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Oh. Wait, someone fell. What was that?
When everyone thought he had finally grown up, he pulled another Wuno reverse that got him disqualified. In the following Tenno show, and
What the heck?
in straight line again, ending disappointing. As fans prepared to vote him one last time for the Alimakine, they found out Steigo ran away.
Oh my gosh. Steigo, you did not have to run away.
Poetic decision. For his final race, they would send him overseas one last time.
Maybe that's what it
destination,
is.
Hong Kong. Because of his victory in the Dubai Shima Classic, the team think he performed quite well outside Japan. Therefore, Steigo, for the first time in his career, became that first favorite in a G1 due to international victory. As tradition, the HongOng jockey
He's probably gonna disappoint,
assigned
isn't he?
Chinese name to international runner, and the immortal name he received was Golden Journey.
Oh, so that's why it says Golden Journey.
Steigo settled calmly in the middle of the pack. This horse had seen everything. He witnessed the final glory of the Mejiro family. He watched
The final glory?
from the
There's no more?
heartbreaking Silent Sunday. He lived through the rise and fall of the entire golden generation. He saw the
Wow.
century and reign of an overlord. He witnessed the revenge of Meisho Doto and the dawn of a new age after TM Opera. However it ends, it is an end of an era. But at the third turn, Accra burst forward. By the time they entered the final straight, Accra was still leading by 5 lengths.
That's a
But yet they
lot.
should not be able to close. The race seemed to be decided. And yet, Steigo began his chase.
Ooh, I guess he
Never won
is
the
better
first
in
favorite
international.
G1. A horse who so often held something back.
Maybe
In
he
his
sensed
last
that it was
race,
his last.
Suddenly gave everything he had. The champions of each generation streak across the sky like meteors. What remains is the challenger, witnessing countless stories, and in the end, close the book with his own. This journey, win or lose, belongs to no one but my own golden journey.
エクラ先頭3馬身のリード
Come on, come on.
3番手から2番手その内にはキャリアカージ
Ooh,
さあ一気にステイゴールが2番手まで上がってきた残り 300m
ooh,
コバシニャル先頭はエクラとバイ200を切ったさあステイゴールまでステイゴールドを防げる
go.
監督の番手から前までまだ3馬身あるステイゴールドステイゴールドを防げる
Oh, he's going so fast now.
ステイゴールドステイゴールドステイゴールドステイゴールド
Oh,
出し切ったさあ大空を見事に飾ったステイゴールド最終戦で G1 取ったが大きな歓声
This was the first overseas G1 victory achieved by a horse born in true.
oh, so I guess the whip thing is mostly just for like letting them know, so it's not actually for like punishment. Like I said, I don't really know anything about it, so if you guys can educate me, that'd be great. But because the way that they described it, it made it seem like it was like a punishment thing. But then the fact that they're using it in the race, maybe it's not. It's quite confusing. I don't understand. I don't know.
In Japan, Comparing to Ugly Kevin,
But I'm so happy that
the final
Stay Gold
race of
won.
Stay Gold stands shoulder to shoulder with a veteran who ran 50 times in career, finally fulfilled his lifelong wish in the very last race and was gifted the name Golden Journey, a name so perfect that it traveled back to Japan and became his identity. This is the kind of story even Hollywood writer would hesitate to put on paper, and yet this was real history that happened in reality. In the final sprint, he suddenly drifted inward, nearly ran into the rail. Normally, Stay Gold had a bad habit to drift to the left. This time, he
Now it's
had
drifting to the
surprise
right.
people by drifting right. That scared the crap out of the Yutaka. Even in his final moment, he still stayed true to himself. So much so that he passed this bad habit down to the future.
Of course.
And with that, the father of the Gold family came to its dramatic end. After his retirement, Japan filmed a documentary for this beloved veteran. When the film reached the end, people taking care of him began to talk hope for him as a father. They were saying his children will probably be just as difficult as
So they know.
there will be new victims.
New
who need to take care of
victims.
those troublemakers. But when saying this, none of them were complaining. Many even began to shed tears, wishing
yeah,
his
'cause-
children would claim the victories he couldn't in Japan.
They
As
probably
mentioned
feel a little
before,
bitter about
Japan
it.
once considered selling Stay Gold. The reasons were many. He was clearly too late maturing. His temperament was difficult. By his
Yeah.
retirement, he was 4 breeding seasons behind others, and there was just too much Sunday silence blood in the market. Hoping his children to do well was just a hope. At that time, no one could have imagined the scale of impact he would leave for
Yeah,
the sport. And
that's
what
true.
form this beloved horse will pass the golden spirit onward. The chaos, the brilliance, the stubbornness, and the joy. Stay Gold retired, but the story did not end here. This golden journey was just about to begin.
I think in some ways wouldn't Goldship maybe have the closest personality to Stay Gold in terms of like not really giving it their all. Because I remember a lot of you guys said that Goldship is very much what like holding herself back when she could have been like Orofeburu. And Orofeburu is like the version of Goldship that Goldship could have been if, you know, she released all of her like strength or whatever, or potential. Which is interesting because, you know, Stay Gold is the way that she is. But it makes me appreciate like the fact that Stay Gold has always been true to himself. Now I'm talking about the horse, not the character. Mostly because at the end, it was clearly his decision. He probably sensed that it was his last race, so he probably was like, and there's no point in holding back now. It's time to go for it. I feel like that's probably what the horse was thinking, but who knows? It does make me wish that we could, you know, interview the horses themselves and understand what their thought process was back in the day. But I guess that would be impossible. If only. One can only imagine. Oh, but this was a really fun, very fun journey about Golden Journey, aka Stay Gold. I'm not really sure what to call her. I guess Stay Gold would be like the official name, right? Because I kept getting confused because I saw a Golden Journey up here, but then, you know, you guys said it was for Stay Gold, and I was like, okay, I guess there's like a reason why it says Golden Journey. And now that I know, it makes a lot more sense. And it's quite fitting because, you know, her journey is then being followed by the rest of her his descendants, technically, which is great because they are very, very, what is the word? Chaotic. The troublemakers that they wanted and don't want at the same time because they're geniuses, which is probably the problem, maybe. But now that I think about it, I don't think all of them are chaotic, right? As in like violent, like Dream Journey, or are they? Is Phenomenal like that? I feel like she wouldn't be. Same with Goldship. But maybe they are like that. I guess you guys can let me know down below. I don't remember what the next video is. I think it's simply Chris S. Winning lives, so you can look forward to that for the next video. I think it'll be part 1, and then there'll be another one, part 2. In any case, be sure to click on the playlist right here on the screen if you want to see more videos like this one. And of course, as always, be sure to support the original creator and video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!